Right now you'll just need your brown crayon. Get that in your hand. Just get your brown crayon.
Why do we need our brown?
Because our apples are starting to turn brown. So, just a brown or an orange. Or an orange, Daddy.
But I don't have an orange.
Yeah, that one's fine. The one that you have right there.
But I don't have a real orange.
You don't need an orange. I'm only saying you can use orange if you don't have red or brown. You can use that one. Friends, give me a thumbs up when you have your crayon on your desk.
No, you will never brown. They don't have one.
Down the phone. I'll try. Good job, bud. Okay. Here we go, friends. So far in our scientific method, in our experiment today, we looked at our first step, which was to ask a
Question.
Yes, Haley. Our question was, what can you put on an apple to keep it from turning brown? That was our question. And number 2, we made or formed a
Hypothesis.
Yes, a hypothesis or a prediction. We predicted what apple would turn brown the slowest, if it was water, milk, lemon juice, or soda. Step number 3 is to do the experiment. Carter, you should be sitting up in your chair. And we did all the steps for our experiment. All our apples are still on their plates on our papers that we started with. Step 4 now, Addison and Dalton, is to draw a conclusion. So, I have let the apples sit for a little while. When I call your name, I would like you to go over and grab the plate with your team's apples on it. Friends, this is very important. When your team member comes back, what you're going to do is take a look, observe, look at how the apples are, look at how they appear. Is one more brown than the others? And what you're going to do, if an apple is really, really brown, let's say the apple with milk is really brown, color it really dark brown. If an apple is kind of brown, just color it a little bit lighter. Does that make sense? Yes.
Wait, color the paper? How are we going to know what
because I wrote your names on.
Wait, color the paper?
Yes, on your paper. So you're going to take a look at your water apple. That's fine. And color. If it's just a little bit brown, just color it a little bit brown.
Wait, under.
Yes.
Which paper? Line.
Yep. We are now looking, friends. That's a great question, Haley. We are now looking at our 4th column down here. Lily's table. I need your eyes up here. I don't see any of your eyes. Thank you. We're looking at this one now. This is where we're going to make our observations and form our conclusions. Okay, so look at your water apple and color it. If it's just a little bit brown, color it just a little brown. If it's really brown, color it a lot dark brown. And then go to your milk apple, and your lemon apple, then your soda apple. I have them all labeled on your papers for you so you can see them. Okay? So I'm going to call a team member over. Yes, Harlow? You have a question, huh? Okay, you're stretching. So I'm going to call a team member over to go get your apples. When they bring them back, take a look at them, observe, see what they look like. Okay? And friends, are we going to be using our 3 voices yelling across the room to each other?
No.
No, you're just working in your teams. These are your teams. So you're only talking to the members of your team and drawing your conclusions. Okay. Carter H., you may go get your team's apples. Justice, you may go get your team's apples. Over here, sweetie. Haley, you may go get your team's apples. Kristen, you may go get your team's apples.
That means I got mine. That one?
Yours says Lily, Kristen.
Someone says LH.
Carter, that's in your team? Yep. Okay. So take a look at them, friends, and color your apples according to what you observe, what you notice. So what do you think? What's the most brown? Oh, friends, watch our voices. Addison, what's the problem? about. So which one's the least brown?
Lemon and soda.
So we're looking at the one that's brown. So which they have yucky stuff on them now, so we're not going to eat them. Since we dipped them in, they've been sitting out for a while, now they're probably yucky. No, we're not going to eat them. Okay, so.
Yeah, look at my
You think
it turned into a brownie.
it's still kind of yellow. Haley and Destiny, I need you to come back over your seats. Okay, friends. So, now that you've had a chance to observe and take a look at your apples, which one do you think is the least brown?
Lemon!
Lemon, right. So right across that column, Dalton. I need all your eyes. Right here. Where you just colored your lemons, I'd like you to circle the one that turned the least brown. Circle the one that turned the least brown.
With your crayon?
Yep, with your crayon. Circle the one that turned the least brown. That's okay, you can use pencil or crayon.
No, look at Mo.
No, I know, that's pretty brown, isn't it?
Can I put it on? Sorry.
Circle the one that's the least brown. Yeah, isn't that
the one that I did not know that was healthy for apples. You didn't look like who is that? This one out. This is the
this one is the least
I did not get it.
That's the one that didn't turn brown.
Lemon?
Yeah, can you believe it? Is that what you thought?
I'm pretty sure that. Okay, let's put obstacles.
Class. Thank you. Okay, so we have circled our lemon apple. Friends, did we think that the lemon apple was going to turn brown the slowest?
Yes.
Did that match your prediction? If not, that's okay because now you learned something, friends. So if you want to keep an apple fresh, after you cut it, after you slice it up, and you want to keep an apple fresh, put it in lemon juice. It'll keep it nice and fresh for you so that you can eat it.
Lemon juice.
Okay?
I don't like lemon juice.
So friends, now, our very last step. 1, 2. Thank you, Sophia. Our very last row here, our very last row along the bottom of our page.
It's the eating.
Says draw a conclusion. Dalton, I am speaking. This says, if you put blank on an apple, it will not turn brown as fast. So, if you put what on an apple?
Lemon.
Lemon, yep. So, you see the word lemon right above here. L-E, I have it. I'm using yours as an example. L-E-M-O-N-C, right here. It's above the apple that you circled. Go ahead and write that on your roadway. That's your conclusion.
Now I do it smells like apple pie. Oh yeah. It smells like apple pie.
Oh, we're writing on our roadway. We're making our conclusion. Writing lemon.
I wish we could eat the apple. I wish we could taste the lemon so we know how to taste it. Oh yeah, me too. I wish we could taste the soda. Hey, I need them to smell it. No, that was Coca. No, it's not Coca. That was Coca. Okay, look at it. That's Coca. Oh, I need extra. That doesn't make sense.
Lindsay, borrow some scissors.
Yeah, who's Pepsi? You know Pepsi? It's Pepsi. Ryan is right. It is Pepsi. It is Pepsi.
Thank you.
I saw the bottom of Pepsi.
Class.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. So we just did step 4 of our apple experiment, drawing conclusion. Our conclusion was that if you put lemon juice on an apple, it will not turn brown as fast. And we now just shared that with our friends, right? That's our last step to share with our friends. Share what you learned. Okay. So now, I'm going to use Sophia's as an example because she's already there. I would like you to turn your packet to the next page. It has a little staircase on it. This is your exit ticket today to recess.
Wait, do we have pieces?
We're going to have reading after this. But I need this as your exit ticket for recess. Okay. On this. It does smell good in here, doesn't it? 1, 2.
Eyes on you.
Thank you. I'm going to give directions. We're writing lemonade in. Okay. So friends, so we see a little staircase. This looks a lot like the visual that I made for us, right? With the steps. These are our 5 steps of the scientific method. So, if you turn to the next slide, I gave you some hints as to what these steps are. So let's go over them first. What is step number 1? Ask a question. Yes, Sophia, ask a question. How about number 2? Form a...
Ask a question.
Ask a question is number 1.
Over there it says...
Yes, Ella, form a hypothesis. Step number 3 is to raise your hand and tell me do the... Yes, Haley, do the experiment. Step 4 is to draw a conclusion. And step 5 is to share what you've learned. Yeah, so if you need help spelling, friends, I have them all on this little half sheet right here. It looks like this. They are. So you can use that to help you.
Or can we rip it off?
You can rip it off, yes. You can absolutely tear that little sheet off if you need to. And that will help you with your spelling for each step of the scientific method.
Help you rip it off.
Sometimes, we are working quietly. Yes, Lily. Yeah. This is just to help you with spelling.
Where's my pen?
Go back here and directions. Okay, so who can tell me what our directions are? Ryan, can you tell me what our directions are? What are we doing? Shh, Ryan is speaking. What's our directions, Ryan?
Number 1, ask a question.
Or what are we doing right now? What are you doing right now? You are following my directions. What are you doing right now?
After 1 in the dot, you ask a question.
Yes, you're filling in each step of the scientific method that we learned about the past 2 days. And this is your exit ticket today. Yep, you may absolutely rip it off. So I will give you a few minutes to do that. Friends, we are at zeros. Oh, we are doing this because we have friends that are writing. We are at zeros. I'll give you about 5 minutes to fill this in. If it doesn't take us that long, then that's fine.